Today, we're unboxing the answer to your live production needs. You get the instructions up here. This is kind of cool. You can't miss any port. Getting connected. Clearly labeled. All the inputs are labeled in there. This is really good packaging. I gotta give them that. All right, let's get this bad boy out. Let's check what's under there. What do you get? Cable, USB-C. Whole world is revolving around USB-C now. You have here charger, little pocket, antennas. What I like about this is give you all the connections that you get, getting connected, and all the instructions. Here we have it, 2 antennas, power adapters, and a USB-C. That's what's inside the box. We have the all-in-one, all-at-once RØDECaster Video. This device has live switching, mixing, processing, recording, and streaming multiple video and audio sources at once. That is a lot for a little device like this. 2 antennas that come with it. We're gonna screw those in. 4 HDMI in, 2 HDMI out, 5 actually computer 1, all designated connections for USB-C, Ethernet, micro SD card, and 1 and 2 XLR in. I'm gonna build it out, connect it, and then we can test it. I'll use the cameras that we have in the space to kind of toggle and switch between the signals. We've patched in the RØDECaster Video with our regular programming here, using the Sumo as our monitor, as you can see over there. Our signal number 1 is an FX9, signal number 2, another FX9, and our third signal is our overhead shot, which is a C70, and number 5, we're using the FX30 as a webcam, USB-C to USB-C. That is a great add-on, using that camera as a webcam. Doesn't need any conversion, no HDMI. It has a full-size HDMI, but we're using the USB-C because it picks up as a webcam. So we're using that as the signal number 5. Now, I'm gonna go back to signal number 1. And number 1, what we're looking at is we did 3 HDMIs. The system has the ability to do 4 full-size HDMIs on here. So if we had a 4th camera, we would take advantage of the 4th signal here. And number 5 being the USB-C, we get 2 extra USB-C connections that we can actually take advantage of by using the RØDECaster Video. Audio, you get 2 channels there, mic number 1 and 2. So you have a full-size XLR connection in the back. You can see it from back here, or you can see it from my signal number 5 as I show you the 2 connections that we have back there. With the RØDECaster, it can take signals that are actually not matching. In this case, we have the FX30 at 30 frames per second. We're shooting the other cameras at 2398. But running it through the system, you're able to switch between all the cameras, all the angles, taking more different signals between 24 frames per second and a 2997 or 30 frames per second camera. The other advantage that you get with this is you get 2 HDMI outputs for viewing. These don't take up any space because you still have a connection here to plug in your laptop. So you can plug in your laptop USB-C, and you have the connections for plugging in 2 full-size HDMI connections in the back, which you can see from my number 5 signal, which is the FX30. 2 of the connections in the back are multifunctional, meaning you can connect a webcam, a camera, or a USB-C mic. In this case, we are using it for FX30. Still have 3 USB-C connections available, You can use it for SSD for direct recording, or you can use it to connect your computer, or go straight to the Rode Central app for intuitive controls. For audio, you have two connections there. You have the two XLRs, or you can use the USB-C port as an additional connection for it. With that same port for the two XLRs, you can also plug in a 1/4 inch, which for musicians, or if you have any quarter connection, you can use that for these two connections back here. With this little device, with a powerful low noise, high gain preamps, it's as though you're recording straight to a mixer. If you're familiar with new Rode wireless microphone systems, the RØDECaster Video has two wireless receivers built in for a wide array of microphones, which is pretty cool. The RØDECaster Video has an octa-core CPU for video and audio processing, which is great for any computer and not causing lag on your system. The RØDECaster Video can switch between 6 video sources. That is amazing. 7 customizable scenes with transitions, layers, and graphics. As you can see, the top layer here, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you can load them as scenes. Your camera loads 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you get different kind of looks on there. Automatic keying, which is helpful to knowing how your background will look in post. This is very important. Green screen or even changing backdrops. If you're using a webcam look and you have a plain backdrop, you can be able to swap that if you are running it through this. In your preloaded menus, you can be able to add graphic overlay for logos, lower thirds, watermarks, and other graphic assets ready. You can even live stream your favorite platform via Wi-Fi or the Ethernet port in the back. For live streaming, you can send a custom audio routing with a different mix to your audience. Same signal, 3 different use cases. Not a bad function for an audio company. Standalone, this device is pretty impressive. By downloading the Rode Central, you can fine-tune so much more. Rode really thought about all the headaches and made it easy for both professionals or starters. Truly for anyone and everyone. You'll be able to mix, process, and route up to 9 channels. Powered by Apex, if you are familiar with the RØDECaster series. Say you don't have someone to switch the cameras, or you're more hands-off. The RØDECaster Video has auto-switching capabilities depending on who's talking. It's an amazing feature. Or you can control the show by switching wirelessly from your computer via the Rode Central app. Our thoughts on this is, 1, we're using it to set up our podcasting space, so anyone who's not fully able to work in the space can be able to switch between the cameras. We'll have 3 cameras in the room ready to switch. If you're hosts and have a guest, you can have an A cam and 2 cross cameras for each one of you. So host gets a camera, guest gets a camera. That creates 3 cameras in the room, and you can be able to switch all 3 if you want to do that, or you can have an operator in the room switching that. Advantage is you get a USB-C recording back here, so you can put an SSD drive, record straight to that, or connect this to a computer and be able to do that. So you can work on the video podcasting space, or if you're actually doing an event and live switching, this is a good entry level. There's others in the market, but where you have audio and video connected into one device, and they've built a powerful preamp in here. So that kind of concludes and puts everything into one package. Let us know what you think. Are you starting the streaming channel, managing a podcast, or handling switching for a major event? In the comments, chime in on how you will use the RØDECaster Video. Thanks for watching and happy filming.